Good morning. Look at me this morning. I slept in this because I slept in fake tan and didn't want to get too much of it on the bed sheets, but woke up like this. Haven't even made the bed yet. Bella has got a vet appointment to check out her eye. It's looking better than it did, but we're just gonna take her in still, aren't we, Poppet? Oh my gosh. Look at this fake tan fail on my finger. I've only just noticed that. Oh, I feel like I'm having quite a good hair day today. Just quickly finishing my makeup and then we've got to run Bella to the vet. Check me out. Sorry if this sounds really disgusting if people do this really regularly, but I just cleaned my makeup brushes for the first time in way too long last night. They feel so soft. They must have been caked with makeup. That's gross, isn't it? I have been getting the worst maskne I have ever had recently. I use really great skincare products. I change my bedding all the time. I eat pretty well. I've been washing my masks really regularly, and then I thought, might be the bloody makeup brushes. Also, while I'm here quickly, I saw this really funny meme the other day, and it was like, all makeup has a shelf life other than your Naked Urban Decay palette that you spent £40 in back in 2016. Do people still buy this? Like, I love this, but I have clearly used up all my favourite colours. Do people still get this? What's the modern day alternative? Do I just buy this again? Trusty thing. This has lasted me 5 or 6 years. That is well worth the £40, right? I really need to hurry. Come on, Bella! There you go.
Okay, look, Bella.
Just got back from the vets and it's not great news, to be honest, but it's also not devastating news. I'll explain why. So you may have noticed, or I've mentioned it, that Bella can't see out of her left eye. It's kind of a bluey petrol colour and sort of glazed over. It's believed that she could just see a tiny bit of light through it, but maybe even not that much. So we rescued Bella about 3 years ago now, and she actually used to be a street cat in Tehran in Iran, and she was a really sickly kitten, we're told. Apparently when she was found by her rescuer, she was like absolutely skeletal, and the rescuer actually took her to 3 different vets, all of whom said just to put her down, there's nothing they can do. And then the rescuer was just determined to keep her alive, took her to a 4th vet and was kind of like, just help me do anything I can to boost her immune system and get her better. Sorry, this camera angle is a bit too low down. I'm gonna be like laying down at the end of this. And yeah, so she was determined to just feed her up, get her healthy and save her life, which she did. And then she put her up for adoption in Tehran, and everyone who saw the advert just said she was really ugly because of her eye, and no one wanted to rescue her. So after quite a few months of that, the rescuer got in touch with Loved at Last, which is the rescue organisation we got Bella through. And they essentially specialise in rescuing animals, mostly dogs but some cats, from high kill areas, getting them out of horrible situations. Here she is, the lady of the hour. And usually flying them to Canada or America to be rescued by people over here. So Bella was, and then she was in Vancouver for quite a while, quite a few months, and again everyone said she was ugly. Which she is not, by the way. Oh, you're beautiful. So when we saw this and read her story, I just knew we had to go and get her. We were looking for a friend for Quentin, and I just, God, this sounds so cheesy, I just felt like I had more love to give. Like, I felt like we had space in our lives and in our hearts. Oh my God. to bring in another cat. Oh, and the final thing is we named her Bella for beautiful in Italian, because to us she's beautiful. So we always knew that she may have difficulties with this eye going forward. The vet said it was fine to leave it as long as possible. It wasn't causing her any irritation, but it's like unusable and unsavable. So it looked like she had conjunctivitis. Her eye was inflamed. I showed it in my last video. The vet told us to wipe it with chamomile, and we were also giving her animal probiotics. So it has actually, it's looking a lot better, but she's now got this white sort of scratch mark in her eye, or lesion, so the vet was checking what's going on there. He's given us some ointment to help with that, lubricate the eye and just help with her comfort, but he has said that it's just a ticking time bomb and we will need to get that eye completely removed in the not too distant future. If it needs to come out eventually, we may as well get it out sooner rather than later. She's also only 4 years old, and I think it's better to have any surgeries with general anaesthetic and everything. The younger the better, so it's less strain on her. She's gonna be a little pirate Bella Boo. I'd be more taken aback if it was Quentin, but we always half expected that. We just hoped that she would be okay with it, just to not have to put her through a surgery, and in case she can see a little bit of light through it. Her other eye, thankfully, touch wood, it was responding really well to light. Looks so healthy. She can see really well out of her good eye. So yeah, I'll keep you posted when we book her in. Bless her. You'll be okay, won't you? You're so brave. In other news, Paddy and I went out for a nice Greek meal last night because he hit his target at work, which is amazing. It's his first month back at his old job, so he left for a bit, worked somewhere else for about half a year, and now he's gone back. He just, yeah, he loves where he works. Oh, a car's just going past and the dog's head is hanging out the window. My brother Will, who is 19 by the way, always puts his head out the window when my parents are driving along, and every time Paddy and I go past a car and there's a dog hanging out, Paddy's always like, oh look, it's Will. Anyway, I'll insert a couple of clips, very short clips of our meal last night. It was a really nice dinner. It was one of those places where the restaurant doesn't like look like too much from the outside, but they have really good reviews. It was our first time going and it's always really busy, so it was like authentic Greek food. It was fab. I also dug out a proper autumnal outfit for the first time this year. I was wearing like a longish skirt, black tights and boots. There were orange and red leaves on the ground. Like, oh my goodness, the season really truly is changing.
That's more interesting.
I also spent so much of yesterday looking for wedding dresses online. So I mentioned it before, I've kind of narrowed it down to 3 dresses that I really liked so far after trying them on. I just kind of wish I could merge all 3 together. I'm really trying to avoid having to pay for like a custom dress to be made. Hopefully I don't have to be that extra. And if someone said, right, you have to wear any of those 3 dresses, you have to make a decision right now on the spot and that's what you're wearing, I would be happy in any of them. They're 3 different dresses but across 2 different brands, and I love all of them. I've only gone to 3 dress fittings so far, and I just feel like I need to try a few more on before I make a proper decision. So I spent ages yesterday. I got through so many cups of tea and I was just searching online for different brands. Long story short, I've booked in for 2 appointments just to go by myself next week, which I don't know, is that weird? Is it weird to go by myself? One of my best friends lives here in Vancouver, one of my bridesmaids, and then my mum lives in another city, and I just feel like I need to go to a few more fittings and just like whip them out, as weird as that might sound, and then if I find any more I love, or if I find the one, then I may go back with my mum or my friend Reb, and just to try it on a second time. But I just feel like I don't want to like waste people's time, and you know, I just need to like go and get a few fittings out the way. I know that's making it sound really unspecial, but you know what I mean? I just feel like I need to try on a bunch more dresses. One thing I've been putting off, and it's not because it's like a boring task, it's just because I'm worried I'm gonna mess them up and just do a bad job, is finishing our wedding invites. I really want to get these sent out. And that's the silly thing about like anxiety, is the longer I'm leaving it, the more it's stressing me out that we haven't sent them out yet, because I want people to put it in their diaries and book their flights and stuff. I suppose I'm also just worried that like most people have said yes to saving the date, but will they actually come to the wedding, because it's in Canada and loads of our guests live in England, Australia, America. So yeah, but I just need to get them out, don't I? I should stop worrying. Just hope everyone can be there, like all of our favourite people together for the first time. That's the thing we are most excited for, like unbelievably excited to have all of our best friends and family there. It's gonna be amazing. My hands feel so dry, but I don't want to put any moisturiser on in case I get grease over all these things. I'm just thinking I'm just overthinking these way too much. Paddy's playing PlayStation in the background if you hear him. I've got the table all laid out to get started. I'll just give you a quick glimpse. Got the actual invites here. I showed these the other day, but they've got some foil writing on and then a little watercolour picture that Paddy's stepmom has done of us. That's the view from the venue. Got the envelopes. My dad's written people's names in his nice writing. I need to write their addresses on. Letters to go with them. I'll tie as many as I can with this lovely ribbon that I got from Etsy. And then I have no idea how to use this. This is our wax seal kit. This is G&P on there. Got this nice antique gold colour. Bit nervous about that. Yeah, ready to get started. So blue on here for some reason. Right, I'm just going to take a quick break from making the wedding invites. I've written pretty much everyone's address on their envelopes, got everything in separate piles ready to go. I'm still nervous to do the wax seals, but we're just gonna pop out quickly. Excuse me, can you hear Paddy in the background? Won't go too close there because he's currently getting changed. Right.
Excuse me.
I am ready and you are not.
You're not ready.
I'm literally putting my shoes on.
Yeah, you're only doing that because I was making those massive dresses.
So Smash and Tess has sent Paddy and I both matching sets, and it's just so kind of them because they just obviously don't need to do that. I mean, they don't need to send me anything either, but it's just really kind of them when they also send Paddy something. It makes his day, and so they haven't asked me to, but I just thought it'd be nice to go and take a photo for them of us both in our sets and post it to Instagram, because I am gonna get back into posting to Instagram more regularly. I promise. So we're gonna run out quickly. I'm just getting my shoes on. The sun is about to set in about 20 minutes. When did this happen where the sun sets so early? It's this...
in the wash?
No, it's not. Let me find it for you. Paddy's been wearing his set non-stop, so I just need to go find it for him. Okay, it's a rush before it gets too dark. We just found this cool spot down the road from us, and Paddy thought, Paddy thought it would be a cool idea to have me kicking the leaves in the photo, but I thought he should give it a try now as well. Ready? Okay, frolic in the leaves then. I think that was a bit aggressive, wasn't it? You need to like skip. The bag is full of leaves now. Gosh. Okay.
I think we should leave now.
I think you better leave right now.
Is there any chance I can get my coffee to go?
Yeah, probably, yeah. She say you've got decaf pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah.
Ooh. Very basic.
This Yeti thing is like too good. It just burns my mouth every time I drink.
You have to leave the lid off for a bit.
Yeah.
Keeps it hot for ages, doesn't it?
Which one's heavier?
They're both the same.
Yeah. That one's a little bit nicer.
Thank you. Trying to get some inspiration because we're having my family round for Thanksgiving and I want to put some little pumpkins on the table and everything as decor, and check these out. Baby boo pumpkins. Oh my goodness, look at that. It's tiny, by the way, the size of my hand next to it. It's the next day now. I just tried to go to the little gym in our building, but for pretty much the first time ever, there was someone in there. So you can actually book it. You book an hour slot at a time, but typically I go down and it's free. But Paddy is cooking a healthy fry-up type breakfast, so I will just eat that before my workout. Having a really slow morning. Paddy this morning went to physio and then boxing class, and I was pretty much still lounging in bed. I really need to start getting into a better sleep routine and also getting back into a good fitness routine. I just feel like my body is just craving better sleep, more movement right now. So nice. Okay, second time lucky, we're in. All finished up. I feel so good to have moved more this morning. I need to keep this up. I've also told Paddy he's not allowed to use my new water bottle because he keeps leaving all of our bottles at his gym, so I'm very happy I have this now. I don't know if you'll be able to notice with it all sped up, but I always do one extra of whatever exercise I'm doing in the first set, like one for good luck in my head, and it's a good way to just sneak in a couple of extra exercises. I'm gonna get back to the wedding invite. So I wrote out a ton of addresses the other day, or addressed the envelopes, and I'm gonna read them out, and Paddy's gonna quickly check our Google sheet to make sure I've written them all correctly. Obviously I won't film all of our friends and family's addresses. Then I need to finish putting them together and do the wax stamps, which I'm weirdly nervous about. I hope I don't mess it up. I think I showed you the other day. This is actually meant to be like a glue gun, but it's a low temperature one. You can put the wax in it. I'm so excited to get these out.
Right guys, so we've been making our wedding invites today, and we've got a glue gun and a stamp to do the wax seal, and what we're going to do is we're going to shoot it down and stamp it.
That's how you imagine I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's how you sounded on your Instagram.
I'll read out the address I've written on the envelopes, and you can just search their name or scroll on there and just make sure it's correct. Also wearing this little pyjama set today, just around the house, pottering around, that I actually got to wear for my little bachelorette that I had in London over the summer, but we just ended up being so busy, we were just having so much fun. I never actually wore it there, but it's just from Primark. It says bride on the back. So I thought it's very fitting to wear that while I'm doing this.
Sometimes, when a female lioness is getting married, there is an excessive amount of organisation that goes into it. And here we have a young lioness.
I can't do this for you.
In her mid-30s now.
31. actually gonna go watch Paddy play lacrosse this evening. It's outside, so I hope it doesn't get too cold. It hasn't been raining yet today, which feels like a novelty recently. Just got to Paddy's lacrosse ground and it looks like the little kiddies are just finishing up playing football. Soccer, should I say. I don't know if this is ridiculous, but I've literally brought my bobble hat with me. Proper puffy jacket on. Thing is, it's like cursed. Every single time I come to watch Paddy play, it is just freezing, pours down with rain. He plays field lacrosse and I just wish it was a summer sport. Like sometimes he has summer tournaments, but then he always says, you don't wish that really, because then we wouldn't be able to go away at the weekends and stuff as much during the summer. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait in the car until they start in case I get cold, because I'm such a wimp. I really need to pee as well, story of my bloody life. But Paddy said the washrooms are in the guys' changing rooms and they're all like going in to get changed now, so I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just gonna wait a bit. Alright, let's get out. Looks like they're just warming up. Paddy's shirt number is number 7. Used to be 11, I think, this team, but they've just got new kits.
Hello.
Well done. What was the end score?
It was like 9-3, something like that.
To you guys.
Maybe 10-3, yeah.
Home, I'm gonna have a hot shower to warm up and put my PJs on. Paddy's just cooking dinner, spaghetti bolognese tonight, vegetarian one. Even though it's not that cold out, it's just when you stand still when you're watching sport games, it gets really chilly. So I was really glad I brought that hat actually. But I did feel like the guy from Love Actually, you know, and he's shooting the wedding film and he keeps zooming in and just filming the bride only, because I just kept getting my camera out every time Paddy came on and like zooming in. You're in for a treat of that footage. Ignore this date, I haven't actually worked out how many days to our wedding recently, but this is just tragic, isn't it? This is my favourite lip balm from Bath & Body Works. I have tried a few times recently, gone into different stores to try and buy a new one, and they have sold out. So I've been cutting them open to get every last drop out, and I have now ran out of the tiny drops inside. It's called My Favourite Night Balm, and I think that says by C.O. Bigelow Apothecaries, but I get it from Bath & Body Works. But I'm just realising I probably shouldn't tell anyone how good this lip balm is, because I need to go snap them up when it comes in stock. Shouldn't share my secret. It's the next morning and this is so funny. So I'm just sat in the car, Paddy's just run into the garage to get some cash out. And I was just thinking, oh, how lovely that it's not raining, because I was expecting it to be. Sorry, I feel like I keep talking about the weather loads on this. And then all of a sudden, it's like a cloud just opened up just above our car and the car next to us. I can just hear it, like it's falling over us, but it doesn't seem to be raining anywhere else, and then it just stopped. How crazy. Ignore my maskne, gosh, it's so bad at the moment. Looking forward to those facials. Right, this has just been the bane of my life, such a first world problem, but honestly so annoying that we don't have any junk drawers. So all of just like random keys, junk mail, little bits and bobs just pile up on the kitchen side, and it drives me nuts. So I've been looking for a little hallway like entrance table for so long now, honestly, like on and off, having a quick browse online for about 4 months. I've put the address in. And I just can't find anything. Either it's really really expensive or they're just way too wide because we need it to be like 13 inches deep maximum. And I've just found something for $30, which is 12 inches deep in North Vancouver on Facebook Marketplace. It's not the most amazing thing, but I'm just so happy to get something and stop my search.
It's $40, but you haggled.
Haggled, I got it for 30. Are you proud of me?
Sure, negotiate.
There you go, that doesn't look too bad for $30. I like that it doesn't take up much space in the hallway, although I may stain it slightly darker to match our floor a bit better. Have fun. So Paddy has just left for Toronto. His Uber's just picked him up. He will be there for a week with work. I know it sounds really silly, but I feel quite sad. Like, I'm gonna miss him. It's gonna feel so weird and quiet. We've just been so used to spending so much time together. I mean, like loads of couples have experienced this during the pandemic and even now working from home and everything, but especially lately because we've been doing so much wedding planning and visits to the island and things because my family has just moved here. So yeah, it's just gonna be me and the cats for a week. But you know what, it's so good to have some time apart sometimes. It makes you appreciate your partner even more when you're back together, and it's healthy, like it's good. And hopefully Paddy has an amazing time out there, and I'm actually really looking forward to this coming week. I have some exciting things to do with our wedding and hangouts with friends and everything, so it will be fun to bring you along. And I guess I'll leave the video here today. Thank you so much for watching this far. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate you all, and I will be back here on Thursday this week.